Hello everybody, a quick video here. One of the main problem in doing a t-shirt business is not having enough budget to run the ads. I myself went through this, so I hope sharing a bit of my thinking about this would do help in some ways. And the other thing I would talk about is how I was able to spend 120 grand in scaling my Pi campaigns. A lot of people ask me how I actually funded my campaign, so I will share how I did it without using a single cent of my money. So how to fund your campaign when you start this business? You know you're gonna need money to run ads. Having limited budget and then spending money on ads but not making enough sales to get it back feels suck. There's no one who can guarantee that you will be successful in your first or even maybe your 10th campaign. Average people who are now successful in this business had tens of failed campaigns before getting their first successful one. That's why you need a guide or a course like this so you can kind of get a shortcut. But even given the skill you have learned, you still need money to test market. So you're gonna need a regular source of money to fund your campaign. Set aside some amount of money from your monthly income, like if you're having a job or if you have an offline business that you are willing to lose for ads budget. Maybe it's $100, $200, $300 or $500. So if you lose the money, I mean you're spending it but not getting profit out of it, then so be it. No hard feeling, and you can try again next month. Try to increase your monthly budget for testing. I mean, you might want to work extra time so that you earn more from your job and use that extra money and add it into your testing budget. Because the more money you have for testing, the better. With more budget, you can launch more campaign. You have greater room to test market and in turn will increase your probability in finding winning campaign. I know you might have been wanting to replace your jobs with this online marketing thing, but regard it as a lifelong learning process. So this is the way I think. Internet marketing is the only way that provides me a leverage to make a big hit because of its ability to reach a vast audience with relatively small investment. And the good thing is you don't need to stop what you're doing now if you're having a job or you are doing an offline business, because you can always work from your home in midnight or early in the morning, as long as you have laptop and internet connection and patience, of course. So I think this is the best ride I can take. So I'm gonna devote my whole life learning this. So if this month you lose all the money and get no result, so no burden, you can always try again next month. That's I told myself when I started. I think, okay, why not put aside $200 every month to run campaign? With $20 budget for testing each campaign, I will be able to test 10 campaigns. If I lose it, then it's okay. Take some rest, learn from your experience, then you can launch campaigns again next month. You can only be smarter as you launch more campaign. So now, when you're getting to the next level, how will you prepare your fund for scaling? A lot of people ask me how I funded my Pi campaign. I spent over $120,000 for my Pi campaign without using a single cent of my saving account. Actually, it's pretty easy if you know how. So when I talk about scaling, I'm not talking about $50 or $100 per day. I'm talking about $800 or $900 or even $4,000 per day. Don't let the money problem slow you down in scaling, or if you have just started, by watching this video, at least you already have a mindset preparation in how to scale if anytime you hit a big winning campaign. So the simple concept of the money flow is this. You use your credit card to pay for Facebook ads, and Facebook will bring sales to your t-shirt platform. Let's use Teespring as example. Then Teespring would transfer your profit to the PayPal. You can then use the PayPal to pay the balance to your credit card. If your campaign is a positive ROI, you should now have extra money in your PayPal. Then you repeat the process until your PayPal balance increase. Now the question is, how if you have a small limit in your credit card? And let's say you are running a 10 days campaign, but you have maxed out your credit card in 5 days, then you have two options. The first is you can always end early your campaign, take the profit, pay your credit card, and then launch ads again. But the problem is that it will take a day for the money to reach your PayPal. It means that there's one day you're not doing advertising. I don't want to wait one day and not running any ads. When you have a big campaign running and you have one day off advertising, it's not right. So I take the second option, which is you can borrow money from your family or friend and promise to pay him interest of 10% a month. If you have 100% ROI business running, you won't matter to pay 10% interest to anyone, right? I think most people will be interested in 10% return on investment in a month. You can use the money you borrow to pay for your credit card, and then you can start running ads again. I remember I was spending like $800 per month when my credit cards were about to max out. I don't want to end early and wait for one day without running ads, so I borrowed $5,000 from my family member and promised to pay her back with a 10% interest a month. By the way, I paid her back in 20 days. If you are doing this 2 or 3 times after paying off your credit card balance, you will now have some amount of balance in your PayPal, which by now might even bigger than your credit card limit. After that, you need to set up your PayPal as your payment method for your Facebook ads. Once you have set it up, you can now remove your credit card from this equation because you are going to pay your Facebook ads from your PayPal. And your Facebook will bring audience to a Teespring, and then Teespring will send you the profit, and you just repeat this cycle over and over again and just keep going from this forward. As long as you are having positive ROI in your campaign, your balance in your PayPal will only add up. So that's how I was able to scale and pay for my Facebook ads without spending a single cent of my money. So remember, the key is once you find a winning campaign, you can always use your credit cards, or you can end early your campaign to get the money and then pay your credit card balance and then run the ads again, or you can borrow it from your family or friend. And then the next step is you add your PayPal as your payment method for your Facebook ads, and we just keep it running from this going forward. I hope this video will help in some ways of how you're gonna fund your business monthly and how you're gonna pay for scaling when you hit a winning campaign. Alright, in the next video, I'm going to talk about messaging your buyers. So see you in the next video.